Hi, my name is Sally and I'm a macrame artist and macrame teacher. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a pulley system for this macrame plant hanger that I made. I've also got a tutorial on how to make this plant hanger and I'll link that up here for you if you haven't seen that yet. But for now, let me show you how to make this really cool pulley system, which is great for watering your plants. I'm really excited, so let's get started. First up, you're going to need a drill, a measuring tape, a sealing hook, a cleat hook or something similar, 2 screw lock chain connectors, a pulley wheel, cotton cord, and twine. Step 1 is to prepare your rope. I used 7mm cotton cord for my pulley system. You want to then tape off the end of your rope so that they don't unravel while you're working with them. I just used some painter's tape. Then the next step is to make your first knot. You want to make an overhand loop knot. To do this, take one end of the rope, double the section of the rope, then create a loop and pull the doubled end through that loop as shown. You're making this loop so that you can connect this pulley rope to the pot hanger with the chain connector. You'll see what I mean later in this tutorial. To tidy up the remaining end of this rope, you want to make a wrap knot with some twine. To make a wrap knot, start by forming a small loop with one end of the twine. Then take the long end and wrap it around the cord and the rope that you want to conceal. Once you get to a good height, snip off the excess end of your pulley rope and then continue to wrap until it looks nice. Then cut the twine and loop it through the initial loop that you made. Take the short end that is sticking out the other side to draw the knot into the middle of the wrap. Then snip each end to finish your wrap knot. As you can see, the wrap knot with the jute twine is a nice rustic way to tidy up the end of this rope. Now with the loop that you made, you can securely attach the screw lock chain connector. I found this connector online and I'll link it in the description box for you below, but if you can't find it, you could also use an S-hook. I personally like the security of this screw locking mechanism that comes with this little loop connector, so I definitely recommend using that. Next, pull your rope through the pulley wheel. Now it's all coming together so you can get an idea of how it will look once the pulley is hanging on the ceiling. Take your second screw lock chain connector and attach it to the pulley wheel. Then, take your pulley wheel and connector and secure it in place to the ceiling hook that has already been installed. I didn't show you how to install the ceiling hook because everyone's ceilings are a little bit different, and as this is an item that's going to be hanging from the ceiling, I wanted to make sure it was extra secure, so I had a tradesman come in and do mine for me because I trust them a little bit more than I trust myself for this one. So I suggest getting someone in if you're not too sure about what kind of ceiling you have. Now that your pulley is in place, attach your plant hanger to the connector on the loop that you made and screw the connector closed. Pull on the rope to elevate your plant hanger to the desired location. Then you want to take your cleat hook to eyeball the approximate location you want to install it. This is just personal preference, so just go with whatever looks good to you. Once you are happy with the hook location, use a pencil to mark the location of where you will drill the holes. The wall I wanted to attach my hook to is actually a drywall, also known as a plasterboard or gypsum, so it was easy for me to drill. But this meant that I had to use my favorite metal drywall anchors so that my screws would stay in place. So depending on what wall you have will depend on what kind of anchor you will need. By the way, this hook is not actually a cleat hook. It's one side of an industrial design toilet roll holder that I had. I think it matches the pulley system quite well because it's got this industrial look, much like the wheel, but I will link in the description box below some other options for you if you didn't want to use this one. All right, now that we have our pulley system in place with our plant hanger on it and our hook/cleat in the location we want to have it, we want to bring down the plant all the way just to make sure that the rope is long enough. I think I'm quite happy with this length, but I may cut it a little bit because I don't need that much. And then I'll show you how to finish off the ends so that you haven't got this blue tape on it, and also so that it doesn't unravel. And then I will show you guys how to make a cleat hitch to keep this pot hanger in place. By the way, one of the best parts of having the plant hanger on a pulley system like this is you can adjust the height as desired. So if you want to have it lower, higher, and then obviously when you need to bring it down for watering. All right, let me show you how to make a cleat hitch. To make a cleat hitch, you want to take the pulley rope and then circle it around the cleat into a full loop like this. And then as you come back down, you want to go across, below, under, like this, and then back up across to make a figure of 8. And then you want to take your rope and make a loop like this to complete the hitch. And you tighten this like that, and now your pulley system will not move. Finally, to tidy up the end of your pulley rope, snip off the tape and make a wrap knot with some of the twine as shown. I hope you found this tutorial helpful and easy to understand. And of course, if you make one, please tag me at Sally Sarah Clark on Instagram. If you have any questions, please leave them in the description box below. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Oi. And in this tutorial, that's too many blue end, and I'll show you how I